DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Topic of this video is being productive versus being effective, and understanding the difference between these two things. Now, I know a lot of people will create, people have content and courses. There's a few people who I know in business who they have courses on productivity. Here's a course on how you can be more productive. You can get more stuff done on a daily basis. And I have, modules in certain material where I talk about productivity. And the thing is, and I want to make sure y'all understand, it's not just semantics. Part of it is semantics, but it's not all semantics. Because the aim, what we really want to be aiming for, is not just productivity. Because for the last 2-3 hours before I got in the car to go where I'm about to go right now, I was doing a whole bunch of work. I was sitting on my computer doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I was very productive because over that 2-3 hour span, I got a whole bunch of things done. I had a bunch of things I needed to do. I had them written down. I just started checking off the boxes. Done. The thing is, here's the reason why this matters, because you could be very productive and get a whole lot of things done, but if all the things that you get done are not actually helping you move forward and make progress, then is it effective? I mean, if you think about the word effective, what does it mean? It means that you're doing something that has an actual effect. So if you're being very productive just means you're producing things, right? And you can produce a whole bunch of checked boxes. So if you have a to-do list with 19 things on it, and you get done 15 of those 19, but the 15 things that you got done are kind of like what I call in business for entrepreneurs, I call it doing chores. There are a bunch of maintenance tasks. So you got a whole bunch of maintenance things done, like you needed to update your website for something, or you needed to download some things, or you got a bunch of emails in your inbox. You need to go through all the emails in your inbox, and you did those things. You were productive in that you checked off the boxes. So you produced that those tasks are done. You produced a bunch of finished activities. But is that effective? What effect does that actually have on the big picture outcomes of your business? Does clearing your inbox, do you get paid for clearing your inbox? Do you make any money? Do you have any long-term revenue for downloading those files that you needed to download out of the Google Drive or wherever you got them from? Is any of that actually moving the business forward? Does that have any effect of making you money in your business? And I'm using entrepreneurs as an example here. The answer in general is no, it doesn't. This is why there's a difference between being productive and being effective. So many of you who have been aiming for productivity, instead, what I suggest is that you start aiming for effectiveness. Because of those 19 items on your to-do list, let's say you got 15 of them done. The 4 that you didn't do might be the most effective things, but they might be the hardest to do. They might take the most time. They may what's the word I'm looking for? They may involve the most friction because they are not as easy to do as the other 15 items that you easily went through and checked the boxes on. But those 4 items that are most effective, those are the ones that'll make the most difference in terms of moving you and your business and your life, your career, whatever, forward. And this is how any of you who's ever been aiming for productivity, or you aim to get more stuff done in less time, this is what you need to be focused on, not productivity. Because productivity, again, is just how do I get more things done, which anybody theoretically could do if you have the right strategy, the right system. You take somebody's course, and there's a whole bunch of people who sell courses on how to be more productive, and I'm sure they help. I'm sure if you took everybody's course on productivity, each one of them, you'll get at least something that you could use that would help you be more productive. But I'm telling you, don't even aim to be productive. Aim to be effective. What is actually going to move me forward the most? And it might only be 2 or 3 things that you need to do that's going to move you forward really far, instead of you doing 15 things or 17 things that, yes, you could say you did them, but what does it really do for you? And you can't answer that question because it didn't really do anything. All you can do is just say you did it. So yeah, hey everybody, I was productive today, but I'm still in the same spot that I was in yesterday, even though I was highly productive. That's what happens a lot of times when you chase productivity. So your goal now is to chase effectiveness. The question that you're going to ask yourself is, of all these things that I need to do or could do or that I have written down, what will best move me forward. And by moving you forward, here's what that means, because we got to define that. Moving you forward means, given my current goals, what is best going to get me closer to hitting that goal? So you got to know what your goal is. So if your goal is make money, okay, what's the best thing that I can do right now that can make me more money? If your goal is you want to get more followers or subscribers, what's the best thing I can do to get more followers or subscribers? If your goal is, what's the other things that you can have as goals? You got to decide what the goals are. Then you want to do the things that can best get you towards the outcome. So this all starts with you being clear on what your outcomes are, your desired outcomes, and then you work backwards from there, and that's where the effectiveness comes in. Don't just aim to be productive just to say that you got things done, because that's the normal thing that most people do, even entrepreneurs. And here's the thing that you should keep in mind, and this is a derivative of the 80-20 principle, that the majority is always wrong. So anytime you see a whole bunch of people aiming for something, you probably shouldn't aim for that thing, because they're probably wrong in even aiming for it in the first place. Most people aim for productivity. Don't aim for productivity. Aim for effectiveness. So with all that said, text me, tell me the best point that you got from this video. What's the most important thing you're going to do different based on what you heard? My number is 305-384-6894. And Work on Your Game University. That's the place where I do my coaching. That's where all of my best materials at in terms of my courses and programs and trainings and frameworks. You can become a member of the university by going to workonyourgameuniversity.com. Either you can get access to all the courses to take at your own pace, or if you would like to be coached by me, I'm selective about who I coach, so you can get on a call with me or somebody on our team, and we can talk about how we can actually coach you. That'll all be at workonyourgameuniversity.com. Work on your game. Dre, all